Several Michigan teams remain in the basketball tournament. We'll share which ones. Today is Monday, March 24th. From Ave Maria Radio, this is Michigan Mornings. Good morning, I'm Matthew Handley. Let's begin with the news. Pope Francis was released from the hospital yesterday and is now back in the Vatican, where he will undergo several months of recovering at his residence there. Before he left the hospital, he gave a thumbs up from his window, and in his first public message since February, he said his stay has allowed him to, quote, experience the patience of the Lord. As Pope Francis is now at home, we will be concluding our daily updates on Michigan Mornings, but we'll continue to provide updates as they come in. Here in Michigan, Republicans have introduced a package of bills aimed at blocking residents and entities from countries deemed a security threat, such as China, Cuba, and Russia, from purchasing property in the state. The legislation targets agricultural land and properties near military installations or critical infrastructure, with provisions to prevent foreign adversaries from receiving state economic incentives or entering curriculum agreements with schools. Critics argue the bills are discriminatory. If passed, the laws would also restrict foreign-owned apps on state devices and require public bodies to report cultural exchange agreements to the federal government. Bird flu is making another appearance in Ingham County. The Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development is reporting its second case discovered in a backyard flock on Thursday. Threats to the public health risk are low, and the last reported case was September of 2022. The virus is highly contagious and is spread through other infected birds, equipment, and clothing. To report possible cases of bird flu, contact MDARD directly. Owner-occupied homes in Detroit gained $700 million in net value in 2023, according to recent figures. The study comes from the University of Michigan Poverty Solutions, which provides annual data back to 2014. The 2023 rise led to a near 10% increase in 1 year and brings total house-related wealth gains to $4.6 billion in the past decade. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan says the study shows those who decided to be patient and work hard have been rewarded. And a consumer update for you this morning. A recall has been issued for Aldi Happy Farm shredded Colby Jack cheese in 4 states over the possibility that they contain metal fragments. The Food and Drug Administration issued a Class 2 recall affecting around 4,800 bags of the cheese. The recalled products were sold in Michigan and Ohio, as well as several other states, with Best Buy dates on July 13th and 14th, 2025. You're listening to your local news and weather on Ave Maria Radio's Michigan Mornings. Updates from the NCAA tournament are coming up after the weather. Now this.
Ever thought you'd make a bundle by trading in or selling your used vehicle only to find out it's worth a dinner for two? Well, it's much more valuable to donate your vehicle to Ave Maria Radio. Thousands of Americans donate their vehicle each year. The donation to Ave Maria is easy, tax-deductible, and supports our efforts to evangelize. A year from now, will you remember that dinner or your gracious and selfless donation? Go to AveMariaRadio.net to find out more. That's AveMariaRadio.net.
In Detroit, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies with a high near 43. It will be breezy today with gusts as high as 36 miles per hour. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with the low dipping to 33. Tomorrow we can expect partly sunny skies and slightly warmer with a high near 48. Wednesday will be mostly sunny with a high near 46, and Thursday will be mostly sunny and warmer, temperatures near 56. In Saginaw today, we're looking at a chance of rain and snow in the morning and early afternoon, and it will change to rain later on. Our high will be 40, and it'll be breezy as well. Tonight, we have a chance of snow showers before 8 p.m. It'll be mostly cloudy with a low around 30. Tomorrow, expect partly sunny skies with a high near 42. Wednesday will be mostly sunny with a high around 44, and Thursday warms up, mostly sunny skies with a high near 53. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. Let's take a look at sports in the area, starting with the NCAA tournament. Here's Neil Phillips.
In the men's tournament, the 5th-seeded Michigan Wolverines will be dancing for at least one more weekend. Michigan beat 4-seed Texas A&M 91-79 in the second round of the NCAA tournament at Ball Arena on Saturday. Head coach Dusty May says that the Wolverines' defense was energized by their offense.
Let's break the press and let's get into concepts. And I think that helped us. I thought that loosened the game up. And then I don't think there's any team in the country when they're scoring, their defensive energy and intensity isn't elevated. I think that was part of it.
Michigan will take on Auburn in the Sweet 16 later this week. Michigan State trailed the entirety of the first half of their Round 2 game against University of New Mexico, but came back to win with an 8-point lead. The final score of that game was 71-63. They will face Ole Miss in the Sweet 16. In the women's tournament, Michigan State beat Harvard on Saturday in the first round. Final score was 64-50. They will take on the number 2 seeded North Carolina State Wolfpack in Round 2 today. After beating Iowa State on Friday in Round 1, the Michigan Wolverines fell to the number 3 seed Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the second round yesterday. The final score was 76-55. With Michigan Morning Sports, I'm Neil Phillips.
And the family of George Foreman, the prolific pro boxer, Olympian, and famed entrepreneur behind the George Foreman Grill, says the 76-year-old died on Friday surrounded by loved ones. News Nation's Anna Koyman reports.
At the age of 45, Foreman reclaimed that heavyweight title, defeating Michael Moore and becoming the oldest heavyweight champion in history. President Trump posting on social media, on Truth Social, writing, quote, "George Foreman, what a great fighter. He had, without question, the heaviest and biggest punch in the history of boxing. I knew him well, and he will be missed. Warmest condolences to his wonderful family."
Foreman was a born-again Christian and is survived by his wife, Mary Joan Martley, his 12 children, and his grandchildren. St. Augustine says, "The Samaritan woman is a symbol of the church, not yet made righteous." I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on a Monday. Tomorrow, a special edition for the Solemnity of the Annunciation. Lord willing, I'll talk to you then. Goodbye.